Dr. Perry Wilson is with Yale University School of Medicine and joins us now. Good morning, doctor. How accurate do these tests show themselves to be?
These are pretty good. They're not quite as accurate as the nasal swab test that many of us have gotten, at our doctor's offices or in the mobile testing clinics, but they're not bad, particularly for positive results. So if you get a positive result on one of these home tests, well, you're quarantining and everything like that. But there is a false negative rate, which means, just because the home test comes back negative, it's not a get out of jail free card. You still have to wear a mask. You still have to social distance. So I think the value from these tests come from being able to find people who are positive more than being able to, change the behaviors of people who might be negative.
Okay, so how would it be a game changer, because that's how it's described, having at-home availability?
Well, remember that the majority of spread of the coronavirus happens from asymptomatic people. And that's really, this virus's superpower. It's that people who feel fine can spread it to other people who might get very sick. And so everyone that I talk to from the beginning has argued for more testing. And the easier, the more ubiquitous testing can be, the better we are at capturing those asymptomatic cases. And I think that's really where the value of at-home testing is. You're not waiting in line for hours in your car trying to get a test, and you can have that immediate feedback. So it really could be game-changing, provided it's not so expensive that no one can use it.
I'm just watching these people on the video swab their own nose. People are not going to get in there as far as they're supposed to.
They don't have to go quite as far on these home tests as like the brain scratching that we got in the initial testing period. So it's not too bad, actually.
Okay, good to know. Would everybody in one household, if there's a household of sick people, have to be tested, or just one?
Well, if one is positive, then the whole house has to quarantine. That's how this always works. But again, if one person is negative, you're not sure that everyone in the house is negative until you test everyone. And so you could imagine a bit of a strategy where you kind of test one at a time and see. But pretty much everybody needs to be tested if you're trying to make sure that everyone is negative.
Okay. Let's see. The prices ranging from $25 to $50. So, that's better than $150, but how important is that these prices come down? I wonder, too, if insurance will pay for those.
Yeah, and it varies. Insurance will usually cover this. In fact, they're mandated to cover testing when you have a doctor's prescription for it. So that's one way. But not everyone in this country still has health insurance. I think $25 is still too expensive if we want people testing. I think the magic number here is $5. I think you want to be able to go into the drugstore, pay $5 and get a test. It would be great if we could get down that low.
All right. Doctor, thank you. Dr. Perry Wilson, appreciate it.
Anytime.